Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for tuning into this week's video, and as promised I am going to be doing barbecue sauce. If you remember, if you watched the rib video a couple weeks ago, and I'm going to link it above, we made a very quick barbecue sauce. I just whipped something together. I just knew I had the direction of I wanted to incorporate apples, because what goes good with pork, they say, apples. And I also have some hard apple cider, which I use as well. So I'm excited to do this for you and show you exactly what I did and how I did it. And it's going to be that easy, and you can do it too. So let's get started. Here we have just a simple white onion. We're going to dice this up, get this in the pan, sauteing with some olive oil. I want the onions to be reduced a little bit and not necessarily browned off, but we want them to look glassy. I'll show you. Anyways, in the meantime, after that is on, we're going to dice up the apples, we're going to dice up the tomatoes. For the ribs, I actually used one Ancho Chili. I used some Red Chili Flakes, and I used black pepper, 1 tablespoon of each, in the spice grinder, blitzed them up, and that's what I use as the rub. And I've actually got some left, which we put in the barbecue sauce as well. And what I found, I did put, let's say, a nice heaping tablespoon of cane sugar in as well, because I thought it needed it, but not realizing when you reduce this, there's lots of sugar naturally in all these items. So granted, it was a little bit on the sweet side, but I'm not going to make that mistake today. So I'm not going to add the sugar at first. I'm going to let it reduce, and if need be, I will add it towards the end. But that's going to be the final tasting just before it's done, the consistency I want. And then we can really fine tune it then. But for now, let's just get started and dice all this stuff up. I just found that combination with the Ancho chilies, black pepper, and red chilies had a nice heat, not too hot, but it just tasted so good. There it is. Now for this, it really doesn't matter. So what we're going to do is, we're only going to do 1 apple, 1 Granny Smith, and 1 Macintosh. I've got 3 smaller tomatoes here. We're going to juice a lemon. So all of this is just going to go in the bowl, because it can go in all at the same time. And one thing, what I'm going to do, I'm going to let everything soften down for about 20-25 minutes, and then I'm going to use the immersion blender to blitz everything down. And what we do, if you have a top like this, because it's going in a sauce, just cut as close as you can to where the actually tomatoes are hanging. Chuck that, and you've got all this beautiful tomato that you're still going to use, because it's going to be broken down anyways. And use as much as you can. And now we're just going to use the juice of 1 lemon. Just simply we're going to add everything now. I'm going to add, when I add the juice, I'm also going to add the hard cider. Because really there's no, you don't have to do any specific order. It's basically get everything into the pot and then let time and the heat do its thing. So we're going to take this out. And you know what, there's no seeds. I'm going to put that pulp in there too. And here we go. The sauce is bubbling away. I'm not gonna lie, it needs a little bit of time. It's been going for 20 minutes now. You really need to reduce quite a bit, but it's a labor of love. You make small batches, that way it just doesn't take as long. And remember, the alcohol evaporates at 78 degrees Celsius. With it bubbling like that, you're way over 100. So alcohol is gone, so it's safe for kids and everybody. And what I was gonna say is, it's been going for 20 minutes now. I'm gonna get the immersion blender out, give it a quick blitz, and then let it keep reducing. It's finally done. What I did, I let it get to basically where I wanted to go. I took a lid, just had it crack open, turn the heat off, and let it sit there for like 25 minutes just to cool down nicely. Nice and thick, as you can see. I did take one taste. I added a little bit of sugar, but now let's take another taste. That's good. You get that acidity from the lemon. The apples really come out. And then towards the end, you get that heat coming. Not too much, but just enough. I like it. So right now, all I'm going to do to finish it off is throw it into some mason jars, as many as I need. Throw it in the fridge. It's going to last a couple of weeks in the fridge. No problem. And then I can use it on whatever. I hope you had fun, guys. It's that easy. Now remember too, this is just something I created. You can substitute out any of the ingredients you wanted. But if you wanted to try it, do it exactly like I did. Near the end, you're going to add a little bit of sugar just to taste, I think. But you know what? It's really good. I will put a list of the ingredients below. I hope you liked that. I hope you enjoyed me basically walking you through how I do barbecue sauce. I know you can do it quicker. I know, guys, there's lots of people out there that will use ketchup as a base. I don't like it. Personally, I don't like it because I don't like the ketchup-y taste that's in the sauce. That's why I use tomatoes and simmer them down. Yes, it does take longer, but it gives me the flavor that I want in my barbecue sauce. You know, I like to do it not the hard way, but I like a challenge and take my time and patience and all that good stuff. and make a really good product. That's my end game, is to make something that tastes really good. So what if it takes a half an hour longer? So be it, but I'll do it. And on that note, thanks for watching. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, leave me some comments, and happy eating, everybody.